There's many reasons why financial planning doesn't work for some people, but I'm going to tell you a story about my husband and the first time I asked him to make cookies. So here's the thing, I was a little backed up. I had worked till about 9 o'clock at night. I had just gotten home, I was cooking dinner, and I needed cookies for the next day because I make cookies every single day. I actually do. I wake up every morning, and whenever I'm seeing a client or a friend or someone for networking, I actually get up and I bring them cookies. It's my way of saying thank you. And I was tired. So I asked my husband, Jerome, to make cookies. But I didn't realize he had never made cookies before. So I very politely gave him my book, with my recipe in it. But there was another problem with that. That book was written when I was 17, and I'd already been making cookies for a decade. So I skipped some steps. I knew that you had to do one thing, then another thing, then another thing. He didn't. So he looked at the recipe book and he started dumping the ingredients in the bowl. Now, if you saw the other videos, you'll notice that first thing I did was I put in the butter, the sugar, the flour, the eggs, the molasses, and the vanilla. Then I mixed it. Then I added the flour, the baking soda, and the oatmeal. And now you mix it, right? Makes a lot of sense. He didn't know that. What he did was he dumped everything in at once and then started mixing. Obviously, the cookies tasted horrible, and in fact, they didn't even bake up right. They were inedible. Why am I telling you this? The thing is, he was never taught how to bake. I just assumed that if he had a recipe, he could pull it off. And frankly, financial planning is the same way. We've been told when we read Money Magazine, Fortune Magazine, Wall Street Journal, they tell us the parts, but no one has ever taught us how to actually do it. Let's think about this a minute. When you were in school, did you have a course for how to manage your debt, your credit score, and your credit reports? How to buy your first home? How to select group benefits or a mutual fund? How about what's the use of going to an attorney? Health proxies, power of attorneys, how that's useful to you? No? Huh, I didn't either. And we wonder why we're in a mess, in a bind. So your original question, Tony, why is financial planning broken, is because very simply, we were never taught. How could we get it right? I want to thank all of you for tuning in. If you've seen me before, you've already seen a number of videos. We're already at numbers, let's see, we've got to be at number 5? Number 5 of 8 videos. The rest of them are archived at www.jeansvideos.com. I'm going to spell that again, www.jeansvideos.com. Again, I'll be back next week with more stories about cookies, of course, and financial planning. Take care.